Alright, let's get started momentarily. My Samsung just decided to take a U-turn. Fucking thing. Not supposed to say that within 2 minutes. That's the first time. That's the first time that I swore within 2 minutes. That's a my bad. But no, I will not edit that out because I really don't give a you-know-what. But let's just wait. We got some big things to go over today. We've got a scandal. We've got our first scandal in the Pete Rose bowl cut to go over today, so I'm really looking forward to that. Looking forward to the opinions of both the plaintiff and the defendant. I cannot wait to hear both sides of the argument because I am the judge. I will explain why I am the errand judge very shortly. While we wait for you guys to waltz in, I shall do a spot check of what Dan was talking about very shortly here. So, okay. Not really sure if he knows what he's talking about whatsoever. But we'll see. We'll see what his argument is here. We'll see. We'll see what you put it in the chat, or you can come on Discord. We can chat it out. I have no problem going on Discord. You're gonna have to grab me a beverage though if you want to come on to Discord because we gotta hash some things out tonight. We got a lot to go over, and by a lot I mean just a couple things. But we've got a trial. We do have a trial. We've got a plaintiff and a defendant. The defendant does not even know that they've been sued yet. So this is interesting. This is for the big time. And I can't wait. I cannot wait for the scandal. Our first scandal of the year. We usually have 6 or 7 of these per month. But we would do pretty good this year. Dan, if you would like to talk, you can come to live streams or you can, listen to the thing and go to the chat, okay?
Can't.
Well, can't is the cancer of happen. Charlie Sheen, 2011, okay? Remember that. Remember that. Also, welcome to the Thundercloud Corpse Stove. We are awaiting Sage. I am going to send Sage a message, and I'm gonna make this is marked. This is an urgent message, so I'm gonna say urgent. You've been put on trial, and I need to come to a verdict. I will definitely come to what you want. What you want is a verdict. You will get a verdict tonight. The Addison Barger sweepstakes here. I'll hear both sides, but I'm only going to hear both sides via chat.
Can Sage hear me right now?
Now, I don't think Sage can hear you.
It's under investigation, Sage.
I will tell him that he is under investigation when he arrives. If you would like, I will give you guys both the opportunity to battle it out in chat. I'm a fair man, and I'm a decent man. I'm going to just say, Sage, there are allegations. I've told Sage that there, and I quote, Sage, there are allegations of tampering, and you need to defend yourself. Sage, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kick it off this way. This was not a part of my plan tonight, but I am an adjudicator. I'm a commissioner, just as you are a commissioner. Dan is also a commissioner, so it seems to me that I get the deciding vote in the Pete Rose Bowl cut. This is our first controversy of the year, and I love it, especially when I'm not a part of it. Generally speaking, I am a part of the controversy, but this time around, my hands are scotch-free. There's some tampering allegations. We're gonna get to it, Sage. We are actually gonna save that till the end because I am going to have a verdict for you tonight of either guilty or innocent. And I will do it. I will do my... Just because the plaintiff is my brother does not mean that I am going to be biased. I wouldn't do that to a wrench or anyone else for that matter. But especially, I would not do that to a wrench, okay? So please, get that stench out of your mouth. We're going to treat it fairly. We don't have much to go over tonight, but we are definitely going to go over the trial here at the end. So I'm going to kick it off. We're going to start, and this will segue. Is this about Addison Barger? I don't know, Sage. I put a picture of Addison Barger. I literally put a title saying that's about Addison Barger. We're going to have an Addison Barger fight tonight. And that's all there is to it. This is how we do things up here in Canada. Okay? We're going to fucking slug it out, and then I'm going to make a decision. And Sage, it might not be the decision you want to hear, but it's the decision you're going to hear, okay? No, I have to listen to this. No, I can't. I have to listen to what he says. He is a member of our league. He is a founding father of Pete Rose's Bull Cut. And we need to fucking respect that. As much as he might be being a slimy little motherfucker right now, and I think he is, we need to respect it, and we need to treat it with due diligence. Welcome to the Thundercloud, Angela. We've got a trial. I'm Judge Judy tonight. I've got to make some big decisions. That's all I have to say. Is Sage has been accused of tamperance, and this isn't the first time, Sage, you've been accused of this. I remember you back in the day in, what was it, like 2016, 2015, or 14, within that 3-year slot, Sage, you were up against it for tampering. Who was that guy? It was you and Mark? You and Mark were up against it? I don't know who the fuck it was, but there was some tampering going. Now, Sage may have committed some tampering. But we'll let the evidence rule itself out. You guys, unfortunately, don't get a vote because you're not a commissioner. You're not as important. We do have it on a recording. That's a good point. Welcome to the Thundercloud, Dan. I understand everyone's hot and fired up tonight, including me. Okay? But this is the end. We save that till the end. I need to go over things. I'm a fucking investigative journalism professor. So I need to do this at the end. You're in last place. I don't respect people in last place, so you just lost a demerit point. You just lost a demerit point. Your license is about to be revoked. If you're in last place as a driver, what happens? You get fucking arrested, typically speaking. That's just my point. I'm a very compassionate man. I love being compassionate, but I need to be a judge tonight. Again, please, let's move on. I know everyone is a bit fired up tonight. I'm not. I'm crystal still right now, but you all are fired up. We need to chill a little bit because we do need to go over what happened today in the world of sports, and there wasn't a ton of things that happened. So please, let me get to what I do best, and it's the world of sports. Sage, Dan, I don't want you guys talking directly to each other. I do not want you guys directly talking to each other throughout the course of this stream, okay? The lowly and miserable Colorado Rockies have lowered the bar a little bit more. They are now 9-50. 9 wins, 50 losses. That is the worst start in the history of baseball. Well, for the modern era, which is 1900 to now. So that's a long-ass motherfucking time. They're fucking miserable. They're terrible. A 9-50 start. But we continue to talk about them because of how bad they are. So at least they're getting the needle moving in that respect. So let's pivot off the Rockies. I know we really shouldn't even talk about them as much as we do. The Blue Jays did extend their win streak today to 5. Count it. Count it. Booker T style. Count it down. 5 wins. 5 wins. And 5 wins. Don't you delete that fucking fantasy league. Holy shit. Holy shit. Did you delete the league? We've only done that once before. We've only pressed the button once before. That was a basketball league, and we all said, fuck this league. We're not saying fuck this league this year, because it's a good league. Don't you push that button back there. I haven't made my ruling yet. Please. Alright. Back to the Blue Jays. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by fucking people that want to, drop nuclear bombs. The Blue Jays won 5 in a row. They did their job. They took care of the Oakland Athletics. Great work. Bo Bichette was 1 for 5. He's still at, not a great OPS, not bad OPS, 755. I expect him to be closer to 800 by the end of the year, or 790 would be my guess. Vladimir Guerrero was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Did he hit a home run? No, he didn't, because there was only one man that hit a home run today, which we will get to shortly, which is why we were having the trials. So Vlad's at an 829 OPS. George Springer, 1 for 4 today with an RBI, 845 OPS. Alejandro Kirk has risen his batting average above 300. He's at 301. His OPS is only 736, but fuck, a catcher hitting 301 that isn't named Will Smith, that's fucking impressive. Alan Roden didn't do good, but he scored a run. He was 0 for 0, so he's a pinch runner or some shit. We'll save the best for last, though. We will save the best for last, which I know you guys want to hear. Ernie Clement continues a hot streak. I mean, he was 2 for 4 today. That OPS up to 722. Any other notable offensive players? Nah, we don't really care, because the big one is why we're here today. This motherfucker was 1 for 4. He had 3 RBIs with a home run. His name's Addison Barger, third baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. Average is at 267. That OPS is a fat 816. He's only 13-point differential from Vladimir Guerrero. So, very impressive. I need to check the comments here. Yeah, well, we needed to delete the league. The league sucks, Sage. We did what we did. We did make an executive decision, and we did what we had to, what we needed to. Kevin Gossman was not overly impressive today. 4 2/3 inning. He let 3 runs. He let 8 hits. That's quite a bit. 2 walks. He did have 7 strikeouts, which is pretty impressive, but other than that, not a great day at the office. 3.82 ERA on the year. Fluharty, 2 strikeouts and an inning and a third. Some motherfucker named Green was pitching today. No idea who he is. Not going to talk about him. Eric Swanson picked up the win today. ERA at 9. I'm guessing that's a very small sample size. Jeff Hoffman, scoreless inning, 2 strikeouts. ERA not where we wanted at, but he'll be all right. He's only blown 3 on the year. The Blue Jays are, I think they're only 1 game out of the wild card. Now, I do need to read the comments here. Kirk is not a fat. Kirk is actually a better player than Luis Reyes, if you actually think about it. Kirk is a Gold Glove catcher. Damn near a Platinum Glove catcher most years, to be honest with you. Reyes hits for average, doesn't do anything else. So, I get that you're trying to give him a compliment because of his batting average, but I'd rather have Kirk than fucking Luis Reyes, and that's just all there is to it. The only other game we're going to cover today is the New York Yankees, because we've got something in there that's going to piss off Jays fans. And what do I love to do? I love to piss off fucking Jays fans. So here we go. 7-3 ball game in favor of the Yankees. They won a game against the Dodgers. Congratulations. You won 1 of 3. Good work. Good work. But I'm not going to look at any of the fucking offensive numbers. All I'm going to look at is Ryan Yarbrough, left-handed pitcher for the New York Yankees, a pitcher that we did cut. He did go 6 innings today, 5 strikeouts. He's not a big strikeout guy, don't get me wrong, but he's got a 2.83 ERA this year. That's a hell of a spot starter / bullpen option. I still believe that we should not have let him go. Yamamoto was under 2 for the season for his ERA before today. I believe he's at 1.97. Now he's up to 2.39. Still a front runner for the Cy Young, but wasn't a good day at the office. But I mean, he's gonna bounce back. He's my boy. He's on my team, and I'm gonna take care of him, just as I'm gonna take care of Hunter Brown. You know, I'm gonna have 2 Cy Youngs on my team probably for the 2nd year in a row. All right, Sage is telling me not to proceed. Bathroom break. So we're going to take an intermission. We're going to take a moment of 2 silences while we wait for Sage to get his shit in gear. Hopefully not a shit. Hopefully it's just a piss in gear. Otherwise, we're going to be waiting for a damn long time. We are going to cover a prospect very shortly. Dan was very hesitant about me talking about this prospect. I will divulge those details very shortly. It's a very sensitive topic. There's a lot of heat under the Pete Rose bowl cut, and for any of you that don't know who Pete Rose is, look him up. Hell of a haircut, Lloyd Christmas style of a haircut. Dear God, is he back there like fucking hurling goddamn dishes against the wall? It sounds awfully fiery back there. It sounds pretty fiery to me anyway. Let me just make sure that Dan is present when Sage returns. I will be right back in a minute. Who's dead?
Well, it's delayed, so you're going on.
Yeah, okay. I'm not impressed. I am not impressed. Did you hear what happened? Pete Rose was besmirched by Dan. If there's one thing I don't allow, it's a besmirchment against Pete Rose. So, Sage, you just earned brownie points because I don't like the disrespect that was just bestowed upon us. We're going to get to the trial in a minute, Sage. There's a lot for us to go over before we get to the trial. Besmirched all over our faces. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Nameless, I'm glad you're here. You're not a commissioner. One day you could be a Gary Bettman, but you don't have that pugnacity, that truculence. You don't have that testosterone that I have. The other 2 have less than me as well, but somehow we've got an even vote. But we are putting Sage on trial. A plaintiff has sued, and I'm Judge Judy if you're just joining. But we got to save that till the end. We can't go over it now. We covered your little Yankees. I gave the Yankees a compliment. I think Ryan Yarbrough was a good little pickup for you guys. Nice little 6-starter, little spot starter guy. I actually like Ryan Yarbrough. So don't kill me. I'm not. I'm literally telling the truth when I say that. I like Ron Yarbo. All right, so we're gonna bring up, and I have no idea how to say this guy's name. Jeff Passan, my boy, has reported that Jack Caglianon will be called up to the Kansas City Royals. Now, this motherfucker is a first baseman. He's 22 years old. He is a slugger. He has been, according to Roto World, an absolute monster across 2 minor league levels this season. Apparently, as per their wisdom, he has slashed .322, which is an average, a .389 on base percentage, and a .593 slugging. Okay, I don't necessarily like the differential between the average and the on-base percentage, if I'm being honest with you. I like to see 100 points. If you're a real slugger, you should be able to have your average be like 100 points lower than your on-base. So, for me, I mean, I'm not saying he's not passing the sniff test, but he's not passing the sniff test there. Because what happens if he hits 260? Oh, if he hits 260, he's got a fucking 320 or a 330 on base. That's why I look at that. They do say, however, that he is, and I quote, worthy of an immediate ad in any fantasy leagues where he may be available and should provide a major impact in the power department for the duration of the season. So, if there's kind of a power outage out there, look for this motherfucker named Jack Caglianon. I certainly won't be. I've got enough power as is. I don't need him. I don't need this guy. He's probably going to come in and go fucking 0 for 20. 0 for 20. He should be... Well, I got to catch up on the comments. You know how you know you're happy? Okay, I liked what you did there. I like that little twist. You know, the little twist off of the 40-year-old virgin. Yeah, I said I liked Ron Yarbo. Okay, cool. I get it. Should be pitching too. Okay, why should he be pitching, Dan? Please give me the insight. He's a power hitter. Why should this power hitter be power pitching? I need to hear it. Okay, does he have any stats for this year as a pitcher? Respectfully speaking, of course. Does he have any stats this year as a pitcher? I can't believe I said fuck within fucking 15 seconds of this fucking podcast tonight. Look him up. My job is to look him up. You know what? With a real wrench, and that's why you'll never have one, I don't have to look this shit up. He plays primarily as a first baseman, an outfielder for the Kansas City Royals, blah, blah, blah. He was born in 2003. Where is he a pitcher? Could have been. But that tells me he wasn't that good of a pitcher. I like that he won the John Olerud Award in 2024. The reason they're not using him as a pitcher, in my opinion, is because he wasn't a good enough pitcher. So we'll pivot off of it because that's probably why he's not being used as a pitcher, in my opinion. Maybe let me just pull it up over here. Let me just take a little peeksy poo. Okay, maybe that's just a nice way to say he goes both ways, Dan. Was that really necessitated? Was that necessitated whatsoever? All right, pick him up if you need power. Good luck. He's young. He's probably going to strike out a ton. I just picked up that Jordan Lawler guy out there in Arizona. He got sent down. You pick up these young guys, you're taking a chance. I will not be picking him up. I will tell you my fucking cards as I have the entire year. At the university, Shohei Ohtani was pitching and hitting in Japan in the professionals. It's a little easier to do both in fucking university, no offense. You picked up Cags? Nameless picked up Cags? Are we going to have 2 trials potentially in one night? No. No. I don't have that in me. I don't have that in me at all. Only other news I can see here is Mookie Betts is set to be reevaluated on Tuesday as to whether or not he will return soon. He probably will return soon. He's been doing some light batting, that sort of thing, so expect him back. In case you missed it, I don't want to talk about the Colorado Rockies too much, but they're 9-50. They did set a major league record for shittiness. So in my opinion, I believe we need to respect all records. So I'm just showing respect not to Colorado, but to the fact that they did set a record tonight. All right, let me take a look. Do we have anything here? Okay, Ellie De La Cruz hit a home run. His sister passed away. I don't like the storyline because it's like, yeah, I hit a home run for my sister, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's sad his sister passed away, but it's kind of a bunch of bullshit that we're, that's one of their main articles is, oh yeah, I hit a home run for my sister. Okay, why don't you hit a home run for your team every single fucking day of the week, you know? Why not, focus on winning? This guy, I don't know how to say his name, Schwellenbach, definitely German. Struck out 11 today. Was throwing the heat. Apparently, he's throwing 100 miles per hour. So, pretty damn good for a fucking non-reliever, in my opinion. All right. We need to get to the nitty and gritty very shortly. We've got this out of the way. We've covered that. We do need to cover the Pete Rose bowl cut. There's some news here that we need to unfold. There's also a trial that we need to cover. I will say one thing, first and foremost, and I do mean this with all due respect, I am the best in the world at what I do. I do apologize, Nameless. I didn't mean to beat you that bad. I actually meant to beat you 16-0, but I ended up beating you 14-2 to take the top seed. Because Sage only was able to go 12-3 against Graham's, I don't know what his name is, great team probably. Graham's great team. Sage, you had a good week. 12-3 is not bad. It's not quite 14-2 though. The Dark Sliders, they did take care of business. They did all right this week. 11-5. He will gain ground on Graham. Potentially, he's not going to catch him this week, but he did gain ground on Graham. Now, the bad news, if you're Dan, also known as the Dark Sliders, is Katrina, also known as Vlad the Impalers, went off on a fucking tangent on the last day of the week. So this was a series that was 8-6, 7-6. It was pretty much close all the way through. But my mother ended up being on clutch, unlike me. She lost 12-3. 12-3. So when we see the standings tomorrow, I'll be in first place. Sage will rightfully be in second place. And from there, we had 2 top dogs fall hard. Mother and bases loaded into bunted plays or whatever the fuck his fucking name is. So, great competitive league. Zal, I apologize for kicking your ass that bad. I do apologize. But I'm sorry, I'm not sorry is what I'm kind of trying to say. Sage, you want to do battle against the big cattle? Bring it on. Because next week, I hope... Let me just see. Can I check the schedules for next week or no? You'll kick my fucking ass in Age of Empires. You've said that before, and guess what? My score is better than yours. I'm smarter at Age of Empires because I got more workers. And I'll trebuchet all over your fucking village if you do it all over my face. What are the matchups for next week? Let me see if I can find it. There's going to be a schedule button. I would assume there's a schedule button. No. And then we're going to get to the controversy. It's big controversy here. All right, I think I might have figured it out. So matchup 10, so we go matchup 11. So this week, I will beat the ever-loved shit out of Alexander's astounding team. No questions asked. I will propel myself further into first place. Sage will lose against Vlad the Impalers. Dan will go up against Nameless. And I think it's going to be an 8-8 tie, which isn't going to do Dan any favors. And then we've got Graham going up against his sister. And that's awesome team. So we got some good little battles this week, some grudge matches, and all you need to know is at the end of the week I will strengthen my lead further, and that's really all there is to it. I don't know. Katrina seems like she's taking it serious, Sage. Just don't keep it close. Make sure you do a pull away. You get up 12-3, 13-3, whatever you got to do. Because if it's 7-6, we've seen that script can be flipped extremely quickly. In the course of a Sunday, which is more impressive, to go from like a 7-7 record almost to a goddamn damn near sweep. Mother's going to be hurting. Mother's going to be hurting. Now, I would like to bring both Sage and Dan to the stand here because Sage, Dan believes that you have committed tampering because you took a player that he was going to take because you overheard a conversation that you were not a part of, and because of that, he wants to press charges. So I would love to hear both of your guys' rebuttals. While I do that, I am going to name the roster moves that did take place today. There was a couple of them. But these are serious allegations, and you don't want to be the person that's up against these serious allegations. And I do have to, obviously, take it a little serious. So it's not just because he's my brother. It's not like that song, "He's My Brother," by the Hollies. It's not that. While you guys bicker it out, bases loaded, intentional walks did drop Tony Gonsolin and DJ LeMahieu and added Jose Calabrero. My understanding about Jose Calabrero is that he is a stolen base guy, not much else, plays middle infield. Also added was Gavin Williams. Gavin Williams, not a bad ad. He's kind of inconsistent, but he's pretty damn good. The big asterisk that we have to go over is that Tommy Callahan Auto Parts did add Addison Barger and drop Dylan Moore. I believe Dylan Moore does play multiple positions for those of you out there looking for a super utility guy. Bases loaded, intentional walk. Also added Josh Jung. I do like Josh Jung. And, never mind, he dropped Josh Jung, okay? Picked up some motherfucker named Ivan Herrera. If that's your second catcher, drop him. You don't need two catchers. That's all I'm going to say to you. Bases loaded into double play. And we do have Jack Cagliana being added by bases loaded, intentional walk. And reliever, I thought he was a reliever. Maybe he's a starter. Will Warren has been dropped as well. So we're all brought up to speed on the roster wire. I do need to bring myself up to speed on the comments because I can tell.
Might as well tell them to add Matt Shaw too while they're at it.
All right, I'm being told that you guys might as well add Matt Shaw as well while you're at it. So if you want to add Matt Shaw, apparently he's out there, and that's a guy Dan's high on, and it would be a good little show. You got three catchers. That's too many. Sage has added Matt Shaw. All right, here we go. All right, I gotta get caught up here though. Yeah, Sage is saying, Sage's point is, and again, I will be completely judiciary. Like I'll see things, down the line. Sage states, and I quote, should have added him before blurting out. Okay. Nameless says, like how I never said anything about picking up kegs until I did. Okay, granted. Nameless is not a part of this, so that will be inadmissible in the court of law. Y'all steal my players. Well, I do have a rebuttal I will give you later, Dan, because, I will do that. We've also got, it's not your players when you don't got your name on it. Got your name on it. Okay, including you. Whoa! You're going to point the finger at the judge, Judy, and executioner? Is that really what we're doing right now? Okay, I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm impartial. Okay, thank you, bullshit. I'm innocent, as per Sage. 3 catchers, need to lose them. I am Barger for a while. You can't prove I wasn't. Well, I mean, potentially Sage is right. He might have been because Max Muncy has been dog shit until he hit like 3 home runs the last 2 days, so you don't know. You're a good scout. Okay, well, maybe you could come aboard my team as a scout, and we'll figure it out. You'll get a ring because I'm going to win this year. And then we got Nameless saying, unless Dan wants to pay for a flight ticket and a polygraph for Sage, okay, well, we could bring Maury Povich back from the dead and probably take care of that. Just letting my secrets out there, okay. I get it, Dan. I get your frustration. I understand your frustration. How's that for empathy for anyone that's involved in customer service? I understand his frustration. I stole Tyler Soderstrom from him. He told me Tyler Soderstrom wasn't that good. I took him. Then I used him in a trade with Bo Bichette to get Jose Ramirez. But, I mean, I bettered him. For that. That's not being put on trial because there's a statute of limitations. That's all I need to say. That's all I'm going to say. I told you guys someone should pick up Randy or Rosarina. I tell you guys what I'm going to do before I do it because the thing is I'm so good at being the excellence of execution that you guys could take all the players I say I'm going to take and you'd still lose. Because we coach them up with cocaine, anabolic steroids, and Donair. I need to read the comments now. Oh, dear God. We're getting real hot tonight. Getting hot under the collar. All right. Where's your fucking solution to this conversation? Okay. Hey, let's just cool it. Cool your jets there, Nameless. You're getting a little infuriated. You can't be mad when you did. Okay, Sage is saying, is saying it's fair game, essentially. Is this trial over with yet? No, it is not. I need to hear everyone out, Sage. I need to be fair. I need to be fair to people. Corpsto is also asking if the trial's done. No, I again reiterate that it's not done. It's going to hurt your guys' feelings when I win my 4th in a row. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say foul. I'm going to say foul on the play. Right now, we're just here to plead our case. We're not here to brag. So that's strike 1. If there's a strike 2, you're going to lose a player. I will drop a player from your fucking team, Dan, as God is my fucking witness. Just stating a fact. Oh, when I win a 4th, that's not a statement of fact. If you said I had won 3, 2 of which were fucking bogus, then that would be stating a fucking fact. I'll give Sage a free Trinitron. He'll have to pay for the shipping, and that'd probably be about $500. I don't know. I might need to take a recess. The court might need to be adjourned because I might need to really think this over. Because I think that Sage potentially was callous. And Sage potentially did seek out to piss Dan off personally. and that he really has no interest whatsoever in Addison Barger. So I'm going to have to do a bit of digging. I'm going to have to really investigate this. And I would say it's potentially not callous, it's malicious. I think that's malicious. We try to run a tight ship here at Pete Rose Bowl Cut. You love Addison Barger? Okay. He's like a son to you? Alright, he's a son that's like 6 years younger than you, or 7 years? Okay. That doesn't make sense from a age gap anyway. Okay, we better not say it takes up to 10 business days. Okay. This could take 10 to 30 business days. I'm sorry. No. This is a 10 to 30 business day scenario. I don't think I've heard all the evidence. Whoa! Barger has a target on his back now. Is that a threat against Addison Barger's young life? I need to know. Is that a threat? It's a threat? Well, I need to call the Blue Jays right now and let them know that you're banned from all fucking ball games. Because the Sage, I agree, but I don't agree because I'm impartial. We don't threaten Addison Barger. What do you plan to do? Hit him in the fucking knee with a wrench? You're going to take Sage's wrench and hit him in the fucking knee? He's a Blue Jay. He's one of us. He's our guy. I can't. He's not going to turn 26? Okay. Well, maybe he's born in a leap year. So maybe that's why he's not going to turn. That's why I'm impartial. I look at the glass half full and the glass half empty at all times. I think that the wrench is... I think everyone's going to lose the wrench tonight. I'm not going to thank Sage for you trying to come at Addison Barger with a fucking spinning guillotine. I'm not gonna do it. The court hasn't even decided what they're gonna do. I'm gonna ask the Thunderlings if and I'm not gonna take any ideas. If you were my position, would you penalize Sage? Because I do like to penal Sage. Obviously, Dan is going to say he's going to penile him. Sage, no, this is a real trial. Like, this is... I'm sorry, but we could be doing this for the next 8 hours. If Dan is willing to pay Nameless $20, he will vote to penalize. But he has not received the he has not received the pre-mentioned $20. Oh, dear God. What kind of fucking league are we running? You know what we're running? We're running the Pete Rose Bowl Cut. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh. No, Sage. You showed an ugly side. I was about to come to a verdict that was in your favor. I was about to come to a verdict in your favor. And then you threatened to delete the leg. So now I'm just seeing a bunch of goddamn divas in here except me. And I don't appreciate what's going on here. I am just, like, I'm at a loss for words. I'm in awe. Sage, I think you should lose a draft pick. I think what you did was unfair. Unsportsmanlike. If you're going to win a Lady Byng trophy like Wayne Gretzky, you need to show more sportsmanship. Sage, you are going to lose your last pick in next year's draft. So whoever you draft with the last pick in next year's draft, you are going to lose. I'm coming down. I think I'm coming down a little easy on you right here. You're losing next year's last pick. I've had it. No, it's not wrong. How can it be wrong? when you're voting against Dan, right? You understand how this works? I am God, okay? When you and Dan go against each other and I've got to be the deciding vote, I am God. You could lose. Sage, you know what? I could technically rule that you lose your commissionership. Would you like to lose your commissionership? Yes or no?
Sage is going to lose everything.
What do you mean by lose everything? I think Dan's been tossing around a little bit too many threats tonight. We're all countersuing. No, we're not going to countersue. I can't. This isn't supposed to be a fucking Joe Judge Brown fucking show or a Judge Judy. This is supposed to be a sports show and a video game show. Sage, I would like you. Okay, you know what? All I'm going to ask is, Sage, for you to apologize to Dan and then kiss his bare ass. Kiss his bare ass. Like Vince McMahon, the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. That's all you got to do. So pucker up and say, I'm sorry. I'm going to give myself some credit tonight. This isn't about me. This is about an apology. All right, we'll get rid of the ass kissing part. I'm sorry. I wanted to give Vincent Kennedy McMahon a shout out. All you have to do is say, I'm sorry I stole your player. That's all you got to say. Or I'm going to break your fucking arm. I'm going to break your fucking arm. Just say, I'm sorry I stole your player and I really like crepes. That's all you got to say. Come on. Fuck crepes? Oh my God. You guys are really making this extremely hard on me. Just say that you like crepes. If you say that you like crepes, that's all you have to say, Sage. Just say you like crepes and you're in the clear. And I need to see it in writing, though. I need to see it in writing. I understand you and Dan haven't always seen eye to eye, but don't make me break your fucking arm, Ricky Bobby. Says we are waiting. Oh my God. So I give you the easy outs. I'm going to break it, Pepe Le Pew. I don't need a wrench to break his arm. I've got a goddamn crowbar. I mean, he is well skilled with a wrench. Let's not kid ourselves here. When you're getting in the trenches with a wrench, it's difficult. So, I mean, I think I know enough, jiu-jitsu, karate, and wrestling to get through it. But for the layman, absolutely not. Absolutely not whatsoever. So, Sage, you're not willing to say that you like crepes? Is that what I hear? This will not benefit you in your verdict if you do not do it. And my verdict will be dropping before the hour, which is within the next 5 minutes. Because I'm going to listen to music. I'm going to nut hug Bellatro. I mean, he could probably kill me with that fucking wrench. Sage says he was well within his rights to add a player. Dan has the adding speed of a... Alright, let's not. Come on. Was that last part necessary, please? That last part seemed a little cold.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He didn't say a word.
No, what did he say?
He said that he was well within his rights to add a player, or Sage being Dan has the adding speed of a 100-year-old.
No, I couldn't add anyone. I can't add anyone till Monday.
May I ask why you would give away your position if you wanted a player so strongly?
I'm trying to share the load.
Why are you trying to share a load?
I feel guilty for winning 3 championships.
Oh, okay. He feels guilty for winning 3 fake championships in a row. His first championship was last year. Let me fucking mark my words.
And you're going to discredit this year, too, when I finish 6th place and win a championship.
You finished 6th place? Why the fuck do we have 75% of our teams make the playoffs? You're a fucking participation trophy. That's all you are. That's all you ever will be. I finish first or second every year.
When it matters.
Yeah, I finish first or second every year. Okay? I do have a verdict. The verdict is, Sage, you are an innocent man. You did nothing wrong because you did nothing that I haven't done already to Dan when I stole Tyler Soderstrom from out under the rug. Woo! Free you, Sage! Free you! Innocent man just like me. You know, don't give away your game plan. Maybe he's giving away his game plan because there's a bigger tactic at play, though. But Sage, you're innocent. You can sleep. You can sleep good tonight. I don't need a counter lawsuit. I mean, this judging thing seems a little bit tricky and a little bit complicated. All I know, Sage, is this year I'm winning the championship as I should have every other year. But I get injured. Tends to happen. He's only won 1 real championship, in my opinion. And I have told him that in fucking serious non-jest. Everyone, I believe you saw justice was prevailed. You see that I will even go against my own brother to make sure that justice is seen. That's right, Sage. It should have been 4 players all the time. But we try to get these participation people in there so that they don't quit too early. Because we typically got 2 or 3 new people, blah, blah, blah. Sage, I would like for you, respectfully, I would like for you to dock 10 wins off of Dan's paycheck. Because he created, I'm a man, I'm a businessman, right? And I just wasted a long time, a lot of money to do this trial. I would like it if you took 10 points off of him. And I think that's a just verdict right there. Nameless, we're just going to pretend that your little comment of you got no business nor man did not actually happen. I'm sick of you. I wish I could quit you, Nameless. Unfortunately, I can't. You're like that fucking nugget. You take a shit and there's that fucking nugget that just keeps fucking coming up. No matter how many times you fucking flush, it just keeps fucking coming up. That's what I would liken you to, Nameless. All right, I will say, thank you. All right, you redeemed yourself. You redeemed yourself. That puts you at notch number 1. Sage, whoa. Sage, I don't think we should make these decisions right now. I think we got to keep it at 6 or 5. I think we got to keep it at 6 or 5. Because we do have new people. I understand that you were pushed. I understand that you're feeling triggered. Sage, I as a governor like yourself, I don't think we should do this. It stays at 6 for now. We can discuss going to 5. All right, I understand that there was a bit of collusion that was potentially going on behind the scenes between you and Dan. I was not a part of it. I do not know if it was a troll job or a TJ, as they call it in this day and age. I kind of like that idea name. Let's go to 5 if Dan was 6. That would be, it'd be greasy, but I mean, it would be entertaining. I think it would legitimately get under his fucking feathers, too. You'd ruffle a few of them feathers there for sure. Oh my god. Guys, this was supposed to be a quick stream. This trial took way too long. Sage, you're an innocent man. You did not lose your wrench. And in fact, I respect you for stealing Dan's player the way I have with Tyler Soderstrom and many others. Tonight, no, there is no playing of anything because I played like fucking 6 hours today of Valheim and I want to listen to music and all that good shit. Tomorrow, though, we will be back and we will do The Last of Us or Red Dead Redemption 2. No playoffs for... You know what? Sage. Did you just say that? You didn't just say that. Quote out Booker T. Tell me you didn't just say that. No playoffs for anyone. Fuck it.
Hey,
Steven can finally get the first place time.
Do you know how good it makes me feel that everyone scrambles in to pick up my players?
Yep, this new guy, Kags, is going to suck.
Everyone's scrambling to pick up my players.
Alright, so you're not a good GM. You're a fucking scouting director. Alright. We'll hire you for fucking $2 per hour.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good money there. If we're multiplying by 24 hours a day, yeah. That's good money. He's playing the get as drunk as possible game. Just be a mediocre drunk, but yeah, you're right there. You're right there. A free fitty, okay. It's very possible, and that is true, Sage. Extremely true. Barger very well could be dropped, but he's got great exit velocity. When that motherfucker puts the goddamn bat on the ball, he does hit it hard. The problem is when he doesn't. Maybe he made an adjustment. Maybe he didn't. It remains to be seen. He does look like he's taken a step up. I think if I were you, a guy with an 816 OPS that's hit 3 home runs in 3 straight games, I'd probably keep him for a little bit. But yeah, he very well could be dropped in a week or two, for sure. But Dan did have a good find. You know, this trial shouldn't be about Addison Barger. It should be about Tyler Soderstrom. He talked to me about Tyler Soderstrom. But do you know what, though? What I did different than you, Sage, because I'm a respectful person, I told him, I was like, all right, Dan, I'm going to go add... This was like 2 weeks later. I was like, I'm going to go add Tyler Soderstrom now. Are you going to take him? He's like, nah, I don't got the room to take him.
I was bluffing.
You were bluffing?
I was bluffing.
Yeah, you were bluffing? Okay. Well, I was giving you a goddamn heads up. Hey, if you're not going to take this guy, I'm fucking taking him from you. So I gave good verbal consent.
Yeah, well, who has him now?
You have him now, but you fucking lost Jose Ramirez.
And you tell Sage, I'm going to have Barger team too.
Yeah, you're going to overpay for Barger too? Who are you going to trade in that trade? Fucking Kyle Tucker?
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right, guys. It is time for the Thundercloud to rest. It's been a long day. It's been damn near 7 hours of fucking streaming. So I'm going to get drunk, as Zhao said, and I'm going to play a little Blotro. I'm going to listen to a little Tom Petty, too.
I'm picking up Will Warren.
Oh, Dan just said, wait, for any of you guys that want to steal player, Dan says he's picking up Will Warren. He's gonna take Will Warren.
Yeah, Sage just dropped him. Or whoever did.
It was actually bases loaded into double play.
Tell him I'm picking him up.
All right. It looks like Will Warren is now a member of the Dark Sliders, pending a physical. 7 runs in an inning and 2/3. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything to say about that to positively script that shit. And there's nothing, you know what, about like a Coldplay. I think Dan's a madman right now. I think extremely wild child. I will try to talk sense into him. I think he's got a cast iron fucking frying pan in his hand right now, and he's gonna kill me. Never mind. I'm still here. Guys. I'm still here. I'm always gonna be here. All right. It's time to get the fuck out of here because I feel like I'm gonna get lit up like a fucking ticky twitch. I'm like looking over my shoulder, just waiting for that fucking cast iron frying pan to be thrown in my direction. Hasn't been thrown yet, and he certainly doesn't have a Paul Skeens iron at least, so I think we'll be all right there. All right, guys, tomorrow we will be back. I do not think we'll be doing an IGC stream, but we will do a good little stream tomorrow. We might go. I might do a 5 or 6 hour stream. I don't give a fuck. We might do a 5 or 6 hour stream. And there's nothing wrong with a Samsung. I will never blame a Samsung, okay? It's just beautiful. It picks up the dishes, picks up the air conditioner, so I lose more weight because I got to turn the air conditioner off late at night when I'm like, sweating my fucking balls off. Like, fuck. Alright. Fuck you, Yankees. Fuck you, Zal. Fuck you, Sage. Fuck all y'all. But justice was prevailed tonight, and that's all that matters. Good night, everyone. That's it from the Thundercloud here.